All right, here we go. Hey, Stoners. Welcome to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I'm your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the chilly confines on the patio here at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. And we went from blistering hot to wintertime, Texas style, pretty much like that, which is the way it normally happens. One day it's like 105 and you're sweltering, and then all of a sudden you're putting your coats on. It's about 45 degrees out here right now, which is wintertime in Texas, and it's actually supposed to be colder the next few days. So there's actually a freeze watch in effect for Halloween morning. So the kiddos going out Halloween night are probably going to have to put on some coats. They'll be I don't know, maybe they can dress up as skiers, something like that. So, but I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a La Gloria Cabana Series S with Whistle Pig Piggyback Bourbon. I believe it is going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, the La Gloria Cubana Series S Maduro, this particular Vitola is a Robusto Gordo, 5.5 by 56 on the ring gauge, which is just about where I like them. I think I do smoke a lot of Robustos at 50s, but that is about the slimmest cigar I'll go with. And generally, a 60 is the largest. I know that there are some 7 by 70s and even 8 by 80s out there. I ain't man enough for that. I've been smoking cigars for 20 years. But anyway, back to this cigar. As has been the kind of the theme here lately, Mexican San Andres is in the mix. So the wrapper of this particular stick is a Mexican San Andres Maduro. The binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler is a blend of Nicaraguan and Dominican tobaccos. Now, the country of origin is the Dominican Republic, and it was rolled at the General Cigar Dominicana factory. Now, visually, I have to get in. It's cloudy today. I got to kind of get a little bit of light here. Visually, I mean, it's a beautiful stick. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but not a lot. It's kind of patchy, I guess. You'll have some spots of sheen, and then you'll have spots that kind of look like paper bag paper. Uh, but overall, it's a beautiful stick. It's constructed very well. It has some minimal veining in it. Uh, it's somewhat pronounced. There's not a lot of veins, but what there is, you can see very well. And it is, I mean, the seams they're tight and nearly invisible. So, and also I do love the particular wrapper on this one. It's kind of an extra wide wrapper with with La Gloria on the front herself there with Series S Mexican San Andres. So it is it's a wonderful stick. Now on the nose, you know, wind's blowing and it's cold, so I gotta maybe pull out some different things to try and make this work. On the nose, I'm getting some hints of cedar, leather, maybe a little bit of coffee, and just maybe kind of a touch of earthiness. And it has a triple cap. Now, let's go ahead and give this cut, test out the cold draw. Sorry, I'm a little cold, so the brain's not firing exactly the way it normally would. I'm using my Cassetti combo cutter. It's a combo guillotine and V cutter, and I'm going to use the V cut. Now this has an excellent pre-light draw to it. It's very, very smooth and easy. I don't really think it's overly easy. I'll kind of watch that as I go along and see if it's maybe a little too loose. But for right now, I think it's okay. And the pallet's very simple. Um, I'm getting coffee, and I'm getting an earthiness, maybe with just a little bit of cedar in there as well. It's going to be a good stick. I know it. All right. Now, Whistle Pig Piggyback Bourbon. This particular bourbon has a 6-year age statement. The mash bill is undisclosed, but it's a bourbon, so by law it has to be 51% corn. Plus, there's rye and malted barley in there as well. It is distilled in Vermont and Indiana, and it is 50% alcohol by volume, which is 100 proof. Do something a little different today. Love that cork pop. It's going to take it right out of the bottle. Now it's very the nose is very sweet and rich with some really nice notes of maple and vanilla and some oak and maybe just some touches of like Christmas spices like cloves and cinnamon, nutmeg, all those things kind of mixed up together. Um, it's got a really great nose on it. Can't wait to taste it. Pardon me. I'm having to improvise. And also at 100 proof, there is there's a little bit of alcohol on the beginning of the nose, but it's not a lot, and it's rapidly taken over by the maple and the vanilla, and it's a very rich, nosy spirit. Hmm. All right, now go ahead and try it. Tried to make that quick so you all wouldn't realize that I forgot my Glencairn. I brought everything out here but my glass, so I had to improvise. Fortunately, I was prepared. Um, Now there's a kind of a moderate richness on the palate. I think it may actually be a little richer in the nose than it is on the palate, but it's still, like I said, moderately rich. Um, and it is pleasantly complex. There are notes of sweet cream and maple. Uh, there's a little bit of like brown sugar in there, and then a bit of oak with some more of those Christmassy spices, like was on the nose. The finish is, I mean, it's a fairly long finish. I can still taste it, uh, and it's maple and spice and oak that just carries over from the nose to the palate to the finish. It kind of all ties together. It's a really good bourbon, even though Northerners make it. So now let's light this stick up and try these together. Let me touch that up a little bit. Down here on the bottom. There it went. There's a lot of smoke coming off this stick. And off the light, I get kind of a pretty hefty dose of like a molasses sweetness, a heavy sweetness, and also some earthiness and a little bit of spice thrown in there too. Maybe not the Christmassy kind of spice, maybe like a little spicy. Just does have some rye in it, so there should be a little bit of spice in there. Mm. Yeah, I think these are going very well together. Uh, I'll hold this up so those of you on the video can see that checking my camera over here. I've got it on so I can kind of see what's going on. It's burning a little wonky. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to try and touch it up. I really think that the cold weather may be just affecting this just a little bit. And it's rainy. It's been drizzling. And I mean, I'm not like an expert at this kind of stuff, but I would think that would kind of change the flavor profiles because the air is heavier. I don't know. That's very sciencey. This is a really great stick. I love the Mexican San Andres wrappers, and I love La Gloria Cubana. I've had several of their sticks, and I have not had one yet that I have not liked. All right, I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. All right, we put the audio people on pause, so I hope everyone is doing well. I haven't even looked to see if anybody's even listening today. Maybe one, and maybe me. But still, it's it's gotten straighter, but that's not really saying a whole lot. This stick puts off just a tremendous amount of smoke. Uh, there's going to be a short commercial pause while we work out some technical difficulties. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I guess I could have put on some music while I was away, but I didn't like the what I had going on here for the drink. So I'm going to pour some more, but I'm drinking responsibly. Always drink responsibly. And if you can't, don't do it. All right. Now, where were we? Oh, this stick's burning a little wonky, but it is straightening itself out. I am not touching it up, and it's doing quite well. I know it's not the Glencairn, but just the way it is. Yeah, and these La Gloria Cubanas, I mean, they're a they're a pretty budget friendly stick. Uh, I don't think I've paid $10 plus for one. I think they're $7, $8, $9 range. Uh, Best I can remember. They do kind of set in my humidor for a while before I get them out. Remember that I'll have to remind the audio folks of this, that I am an affiliate marketer for both Cigars International and Total Wine. So you can find this stick at Cigars International, and you can find this spirit at Total Wine. And as always, I am an affiliate marketer. I do get commissions for clicks and purchases on their website when you click on the link that will be in the description of the audio version of this particular episode. So you can go to the audio, click the link for Cigars International. That'll be in the description. It'll take you right to this page. So you can see this stick. Same thing with Total Wine. Click the link. It'll take you right to Whistle Pig, and you can take a look at it. If you're in an area where either you have a Total Wine locally, or it's a state that Total Wine can ship to, you can have it delivered directly to your door, and you can have the stick delivered directly to your store as well. What can be better than that? Also, my Stetson, courtesy of the fine folks over at Pinto Ranch Western Wear. They'll also have a description, a link in the description of the podcast. Go see those folks as well. I love this hat. It's maybe the most favorite hat I've had so far, and I really like some of the ones I've had. Final commercial, I promise. I just happened to have this on today before I came out here and started partaking of my vices. I went to the gym, and I wore to the gym my Devastator skull shirt. You can find that on the Sticks-n-Stonez Amazon page. Link in the bio, link in the description of the podcast. Also, hey, go to the website, sticksnstones.com. All of this stuff is there. You can get links to Total Wine, links to Cigars International, links to the affiliates that I work with. Everything is there. Sticksnstones.com. STICKSNSTONEZ.com. So I'm telling you, this cigar is this is a really great cigar. You definitely should try it. So far, there's still more to come. We haven't got to the halfway mark yet. And the Whistle Pig is a really good bourbon to not be from Kentucky. So, I'm going to go ahead. Now, I've already said this twice, once to the audio people and once to you. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give the audio folks an update. So you will have to listen to the rest of the episode on podcast when it comes out in a couple of days. I hope y'all have a great day, a great week. Keep your sticks dry, your stones cold. Have a great day.